4 years ago, a legendary leader was taken from us mercilessly. He was a pioneer and a true hero to everyone he knew. Some may call him a revolutionary, but to us, he's known as Harambe. Harambe was sadly killed because of an accident due to a shitty mom not watching her kid, and we all have to suffer because of it. But was it really a mom, and was it really her kid? Was she actually a shitty parent? What if it wasn't an accident at all? What if that shitty mom was actually a deep state assassin, and Harambe was murdered to protect their secrets? What if he knew something about the government that they didn't want us to know? What are they hiding? Are we going to stand for this? Harambe fought for us. He was a real American hero, and now is our time to avenge what the deep state did to him. What Harambe would have wanted is for you to fight and vote to legalize marijuana at the federal level. Tweet at Donald Trump in protest and tell him now is the time to legalize cannabis so we can bring those who harmed our Harambe to justice. Weed. Legalize it. I'm Bill Clinton, and I approve this message. Ladies and gentlemen, the Short News Podcast with your host, Alex Mador.
You're asking for has got a powerful price.
Welcome back to the Short News Podcast, the show where an idiot tries to make sense out of the going-ons of the world. I'm that guy, Alex Mador. I hope your holidays were fun. I didn't think I would be recording an episode during the break, but, I feel bad. I've been in such a shitty mental state that I've been missing episodes here and there, going off schedule. But I want to be here. I want to do this because podcasting is what makes me happy, even if I'm getting mad at Ted Cruz while doing it. And if the audio sounds different, cool. That's good. That's a good thing. It'll be better on your ears. I got a new microphone, a much more professional microphone, a dynamic one, which is what I was hoping to get for Christmas, and that worked out. So cool. The holidays were cool until I found out, my brother has COVID, like really bad COVID too. And, I wasn't hanging out with him. I haven't seen him in months since he went to college. I won't say where, but yeah, he has Omicron. So I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried at all. Like, I'm fucking freaked out, man. Meanwhile, people online are making stupid-ass TikToks complaining about how everyone is saying to get vaccinated, and to that I say, you fucking bitch. Shut your fucking mouth. You're the reason free speech should have an asterisk. I swear, dude, TikTok is such a disgusting place sometimes, radicalizing millennials and Gen Z, promoting trends that encourage kids to shoot up their schools, allowing misinformation to spread like a virus. TikTok does it all. Also the cat videos are amazing on there, better than anywhere else. Like, Instagram is fine for that, but TikTok knows exactly what kind of cat videos that you like. So there's that. Just tailor the algorithm away from the fucked up shit, and you'll be good. You won't be radicalized. But yeah, get vaccinated. I'm really worried about my brother. Like, before this, I only knew one person who got COVID and had really bad symptoms, and they had to go to the hospital. So now I'm taking it a lot more seriously than I was before. I was already taking it pretty seriously. And I'm so angry that people are still smugly going around and saying this virus isn't real. It's very obviously real. And you need therapy if you actually think it hasn't been killing people for the past 2 years. Like, Jesus, if I thought I was like fucking depressed already, and now I'm feeling worse, if I'm being honest. If I have another public Twitter mental breakdown, I apologize. Please don't hate me. I just cannot stand this pandemic and everything that it's causing. Did you know that the majority of this podcast's existence has been during the pandemic? Yeah, that's disturbing as fuck. That's weird. I don't like that. So yeah, we're probably going to be talking about COVID for a little while. So if you wanted a COVID-free episode, um, then keep hitting the skip 30 seconds button on your podcast app until I stop talking about the virus. But I have a lot to say about it. I do have to warn you on that. We're going to be going into a lot of shit. So here we go. I'm still trying to figure out how close I need to stand to this microphone. I'm going to try like here. Hopefully there's no clicking noise in post, but we'll see. So, Omicron. Here we are. The number of cases per day has skyrocketed beyond where we were even 6 months ago. Hospitals are being overwhelmed once again, and the United States is falling behind in vaccinations, being dominated by Latin American countries because we don't have strict enough vaccine mandates. And to make things worse, as if they weren't already bad enough, that geriatric meat puppet we've got running things over at the White House just told the governors of states that there's no federal solution to COVID, and that it's up to them to decide what to do when it comes to that. And then he went off to his Delaware beach house, probably to go stand in a hallway and stare at a blank wall on the way to the bathroom after forgetting where he even is or that he was going to the bathroom, leading to him shitting himself. Like the Biden administration has made it clear that they do not care what happens to normal people like you or me, regular working class people. They have repeatedly shown that they will only benefit the wealthy billionaires and corporations who put money in their pockets. Joe Biden is on fucking vacation after wiping the situation from his hands and putting it onto states to make the decisions that the federal government should be making. And what's funny is that someone on Twitter posted a screenshot of what Biden posted to his Facebook during the 2020 campaign when he was running for president, saying that COVID-19 is a federal issue and should be dealt with federally. And he was criticizing Trump for not doing that. Now he's completely contradicting what he himself said. What can we believe coming from these people's mouths? Absolutely nothing, in my opinion. Has the healthcare issue been solved? What about student debt or helping people in low-income communities receive the resources they need to thrive, a lot of which would happen through taxing the rich? None of that is happening. And listen, I voted for Joe Biden, and I'm regretting it with everything in me. Would I have voted for Trump? No. But I should have voted for someone else so that textbook politicians like Joe Biden aren't allowed to have power anymore. Because they don't care about us. Not only do they not care about us, but they also don't care about if normal people live or die from this pandemic. Life or death situations don't fucking matter to them. As long as the rich continue to benefit, the rest of us won't see any positive change. So I'm very fucking mad at Joe Biden. I was mad before, but now I'm very fucking mad. To toss aside all responsibility like this and leave it up to states when you know damn well they can't make the proper decisions on their own is setting the country up for failure, and you know that, Joe. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you don't even realize that you're president and that you're supposed to be in charge of getting us out of the pandemic. I don't know, you senile fuck. Do you think Florida is going to make the right decisions for themselves? Absolutely not. The guy that runs that state is so hell-bent on owning the libs by killing everyone in his state from COVID-19. And Joe Biden is letting this shit happen. There are people in Florida who don't agree with Ron DeSantis and his anti-vax, anti-mask ways. I know a lot of them who are concerned for their safety and the safety of their fellow Floridians or loved ones. Their fate, their safety, is left up to people who care more about the economy and keeping leftist ideals out of public schools than, saving fucking lives from COVID when 700,000 people have died from this virus and hospitals are overwhelmed from the insane number of cases. we could do the right thing there. Ron DeSantis is like, nah, fuck that. So the Biden administration is fucking things up big time. No one even likes them anymore, other than blue wave Twitter accounts that post nonstop propaganda and watch nothing but CNN. He's just another conservative politician, in my opinion. What do you expect from a guy who's literally 1,000 years old? We're even worse off than we were before, because this fuckhead couldn't properly do vaccine and mask mandates for the entire country, and again, left that up to the states to decide if people live or die. Also, how's the Build Back Better bill coming along? Not well, right? Biden has the power to use executive action to put that into place, since people like Joe Manchin are acting as obstacles to that whole development. We could keep blaming Manchin, someone who has always been this way, someone who doesn't hold as much power as the president, or we can blame the guy who literally has the ability to overpower what Manchin wants to happen. Joe Biden's literally on vacation right now at his beach house while Americans struggle to get through the Omicron variant surge in every possible fucking way. I'm not saying the president can't take vacations, it's the holidays, I get that, but during a deadly pandemic, when everything is essentially in ruins, that's insane. And you can't tell me otherwise. Do you not see how little they care about us if they're openly ignoring people's pleas for help? We have real fucking problems happening over here on the plebeian side of things. Our current administration wants to ignore that, constantly worried about optics instead. And now the optics aren't looking so great. So the 2024 election, in case you're wondering, is going to Republicans. There's no way it doesn't unless the next couple of years are drastically better than this low point that we've been brought to and been stuck in with no way out of. And I know there are people that are going to be mad at me for coming at Joe Biden like this, but to them I say he hasn't done anything for you at all. Why are you defending someone who doesn't know who you are, doesn't care who you are, and probably wouldn't remember who you are even if they met you 2 minutes ago? Like, I'm sorry, I've been ranting about this administration this entire episode so far now, but we're screwed. The federal government is going to do nothing about getting us out of the pandemic. We're stuck here with rising cases. I'm at a loss here for regular people who are concerned about the virus. This shit is unfair. We don't want to get sick. We've been trying to stay safe and keep the people we care about safe for the last couple of years, and the government is stomping on our nuts repeatedly after we've been so good about doing the right thing. Like, I was sick of it before, but now that my brother has COVID, I'm fucking losing my shit, man. This wouldn't be happening. He wouldn't be suffering. Other people wouldn't be suffering if these dumbasses weren't refusing to follow the COVID guidelines, were acting like normal fucking people, weren't delusional, narcissistic, main character syndrome ass bitches. I'm sorry, but none of this is okay at all. And there's no restrictions. The states aren't doing anything. I was at the pharmacy yesterday. There were a bunch of people who weren't even wearing masks, and it wasn't being enforced. No one told anyone to put them on. And the number of cases is rising every day. I was standing in line with this portly woman who wouldn't put on a mask. She wouldn't even put on socks or normal shoes to go to the pharmacy. She was maskless and wearing slippers, arguing with the pharmacist over some petty shit. And that was that was annoying. Because most of the people there were wearing their masks. And these select people can't even give the common courtesy to reciprocate by wearing their masks too. And it's up to the states, like Biden said. He's washed his hands of the situation. There isn't a mask mandate that's heavily enforced. No one is policing people for potentially spreading the virus to vulnerable people, just making this problem even worse. So that was frustrating. And then, to make things even worse, I get called to the counter after waiting in line, and tell them I'm here to pick up my Zoloft, which I do every 3 months, and there hasn't been a problem. It's been like, usually it's like a $20 copay, but they jacked up the price a ton. And now it's essentially unaffordable for me to not want to kill myself. That's great, right? Like, I've been so chemically imbalanced because of my Zoloft issue for the past week. So the big pharma companies jacked up the price of Zoloft by 500% since 2019, which is an insane change that is allowed to happen because capitalism. And I've been taking this medication since 2019, early 2019, and it helps me a ton. Before Zoloft, I was 5 minutes away from a psych ward at all times. This shit has changed my life. So the threat of not being able to feel mentally okay and not self-destructive freaks me out. Not only that, but it pisses me off that even though the companies have been selling more Zoloft since 2019, they're increasing the price as the sales go up. And these people should be imprisoned for this fucking shit. And again, it's allowed to happen. I'm just supposed to get fucked and try not to throw myself out of a window anytime soon or make more money, because the Biden administration has done nothing to help people to be able to afford their medications. It's becoming more unaffordable since he got into office. Like, I'm really on the fuck Joe Biden vibe today. And I'm not a pussy. I don't need to say, let's go Brandon. No, fuck Joe Biden. He's letting these companies get away with robbing people who can't afford to be robbed. This is not okay at all. Medication should be affordable. Biden ran on a platform that promised affordable healthcare for all. It's gotten more expensive. How are you going to seek out more affordable healthcare and come back to me with, listen, I couldn't get that affordable healthcare that you wanted, but what I did get was healthcare that you can't pay for, and that's the best I can do. He's the Pawn Stars guy. That meme, best I can do is 500% higher medication prices, rising COVID cases, and richer CEOs. It's making me lose my faith in the Democrats. I really didn't have much confidence in them after this past year, but now I'm sick of them. They either need to stop breaking promises or prepare to lose bigly to the Republicans in the next election, regardless of who their candidate is. They're going to take back the Senate, too. So the Senate, the executive branch, they already have the Supreme Court. They're going to take the House, even more. Just dominate. So this is going south really fast. And honestly, I stopped advocating for these Democrats. Definitely not donating to them anymore. But they keep emailing me, asking me to donate. And I'm like, do something for me. I don't have money because you guys. Because I have to pay out of pocket for my medication. So once I found out that every one of these politicians only cares about lining their own pockets, I lost faith. I expected this from Republicans, but Democrats are straight up liars who are consistently screwing over the working class people who voted for them in hopes that things would get better. Oh, and by the way, they're putting ankle bracelet tracking devices on undocumented migrants. If that upsets you at all, like it upsets me. Imagine if Donald Trump did this exact same shit. Frame it that way. Think about CNN, how they would react to that. The media would be up in arms, talking about it all the time. They aren't, though. And if they do talk about it or anything that Biden is doing, they have nothing but endless praise for a senile fucking fart who puts tracking devices on migrants like they're dolphins being put back into the ocean after being studied for marine biology purposes. That is so dehumanizing. And I know people who don't see any problems with this. It's literally treating these people, these human beings, like they are cattle, like they are animals. That's another broken promise. Biden said he would stop treating Mexican immigrants like shit, constantly came after Trump for his poor treatment of these migrants. Meanwhile, he's doing the same shit. And the media and the Democrat, no matter what, people praise him for it. But hey, he got a new puppy. Aw, wow, that's so cute. Almost makes you forget about the millions of people who are suffering because of his actions or inactions in different cases. See you well. Ted Cruz complains that Biden is too progressive. I'm on the complete opposite side. He's not even close to progressive. What the fuck does Ted want Biden to do? Make America into the Handmaid's Tale? The Biden administration is accomplishing nothing other than causing suffering for so many different reasons. They can't even make people get vaccinated. They don't care about COVID anymore. We're fucked. And all they want to improve is the economy, which, by the way, only benefits people who have already been rich this entire time. So, I don't trust him. I regret voting for him. I shouldn't have voted. Or even better, I should have voted for Kanye West instead. I would totally would if I could go back in time. Like, until something changes, I am not voting for another Democrat again unless they've got the fucking cojones to stand up for human rights like healthcare for all. And I want to apologize. I want to give a big apology to the people I know, the leftists online, who I was not, who I was making fun of during the election, saying like, oh, you guys are going to ruin this country for us. We're going to get Trump. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. We have Joe Biden. We did it without you. And like, it's just gotten worse. Like, I hated Trump. I hated Trump so much. If you listen to those early episodes, I just went in on him all the time. But now, Joe Biden is the enemy. He is the establishment, the capitalist machine, enabling rich people to get richer. It's horrifying, man. Because we voted for him. Because we thought, oh, this is going to be the progressive guy. No, he was telling donors, low key, like, oh, nothing's going to change. It's going to be the same as like when Trump was president. Don't worry. Just, I'm not openly racist, except for when I was. But, anyways, I mentioned Kanye. So speaking of Kanye, holy shit. We gotta talk about this. So Kanye West, you know who Kanye West is. If you don't, then he's gonna be really sad. That's gonna affect him a lot because he spent his whole life making sure you know who he is. So Kanye bought the house across the street from Kim Kardashian, paid much more than the asking price. So if you don't keep up with the Kardashians, like most people with brains, I don't blame you. But Kanye and Kim got divorced months ago, and Kim started dating Pete Davidson, about like a few weeks, like a month ago. I don't know. So it's really creepy that Kanye would decide to use his wealth to buy the property across the street from his ex, most likely to make her uncomfortable. And if he didn't do it to make her uncomfortable, well, it sure as hell is having that effect. And I tweeted about it yesterday. I was partially joking, I don't know, but and about how it's some psycho shit. And someone responded to me with, they have 4 kids together and they've already decided to co-parent them. Why are you twisting it this way? And to that I say, well, because that's fucking weird. Regardless of if you're co-parenting, if you buy the house across the street from your ex, where you can see who comes in and out of their home, that is beyond uncomfortable. So yeah, maybe Kanye's intent was to be closer to his kids, but based on how he's been acting funny and publicly begging for Kim to come back to him, this is starting to look like a true crime podcast episode waiting to happen. And usually, crazy exes aren't rich enough to be able to buy the property right across the street from their ex's home, but this is Kanye we're talking about. And, I really hope he doesn't, slice her to pieces or something. That would be shitty. But yeah, you know he's going to be sitting at his window with a high-powered telescope waiting for Pete Davidson to pull up to Kim's house. So that's some weird shit. Like, he's going to have thermal binoculars so he can, like, see the heat signatures of them, like, fucking. Some weird shit. Like, move on. Move on. You are, like, 50 years old. She doesn't want to be with you anymore. Just get some therapy. Take the medications that you've openly said you refuse to take because it messes with your creative process, and actually work on yourself so you can start making rational decisions instead of being a stalker ex. Dude, you're Kanye West. Do other shit. Speaking of other shit, what do we have here? I've got some good news for fellow Spider-Man fans out there. This is good news, guys. No Way Home has surpassed $1 billion in the box office, making it the most financially successful film during the COVID-19 pandemic. Well done. Let's give them a round of applause here real quick. Well done, Spider-Man people. Great movie. Great movie. So yeah, obviously people are willing to get Omicron to see this movie. Sorry. Hell, I was willing to get Omicron to see this movie. I already talked about how good it was, how awesome it was seeing Maguire and Garfield's Peters fight alongside Holland's Peter, and the exciting action sequences and villains that was so fun. But now we're getting news that Andrew Garfield could be coming back as Spider-Man for his own film, a solo film, The Amazing Spider-Man 3, a film that was scrapped after Marvel decided to recast Spider-Man in 2014. And this film would be part of the Sony Spider-Man universe as opposed to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It'd be a different dimension, I guess. So that would include Tom Hardy's Venom, Jared Leto's Morbius, and now Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, and whoever else that Sony decides to put in movies, make movies about to make money, you know? Because this is a money printing machine they've got going on here with the Spider-Verse. And Marvel also plans on potentially using Tobey Maguire again in future films. There are rumors that they want him to appear in the Multiverse of Madness film, which is coming out in May of next year. And they also want him to come back to be a mentor to Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And I'm not sure how that would work after the ending of No Way Home, but they'll find a way. Maybe the Multiverse of Madness movie will, blend the two universes together, making it possible for Holland and Maguire's Peters to exist in the same universe. I don't know, but the rumors are coming from reliable sources who were correct about No Way Home, and I'm excited to see the future of the franchise. I haven't really talked about how big of a Spider-Man fan I am on this show because I didn't want people to think I was a fucking nerd, but it's fine. I am. I don't care anymore. I love comic books. I have a massive collection of graphic novels, classic Batman, Spider-Man comics, vintage comics from the 1960s, Spider-Man merchandise, pop figures. Dude, I have my own Spidey suit. Like red and blue tights, all that shit. I was going to go to New York Comic Con one year, so I bought some replica of the suit. It cost me like almost a couple $100. Fucking back when I had a decent job. Sometimes I'll try it on just to see what it would look like, what it feels like. And it's a cool experience to, see yourself in the suit. Like, whoa. Like, I'm not fat anymore. This is cool. So whatever, I'm a fucking cosplay comic book nerd. Sue me. I love superheroes. So I'm going to be watching Invincible next. It's an animated series on Amazon that's based on the comic book series of the same name. I read that entire series in one summer. And it lasted, like the comics went on for 15 years. So there's a fucking ton of stuff to read in there. There's a ton of content. I highly suggest it. There's a ton of bloody, gratuitous violence, so just be mindful of that in case blood and gore makes you ill or uncomfortable. Speaking of uncomfortable, we should check out what's going on in the conservative world. And I'll be honest, I haven't been checking in with conservative media for their latest talking points the last couple of weeks, so I'm going to be surprised by whatever they say, unless they're still repeating the same shit as before I took a break from everything. So based on this video I've got here, this clip, it looks like they're complaining about identity politics again. They're mad about transgender people competing in sports, which I don't really have a strong opinion on. And by that I mean they should be allowed to compete with the gender that they identify as, otherwise there's no point in separating the competition by gender. This is a very modern issue, meaning it hasn't been discussed by anyone in the decades prior to now, other than with like dismissiveness. But now it's a big talking point that gets people to angrily yell at each other. So let's take a look at the most recent clip from Fox News about transgender people participating in competitive swimming, because apparently that is a problem for a lot of people.
Cynthia Millen has spent 3 decades as a U.S. swimming official, but she has just resigned in protest over transgender swimmer Leah Thomas of the University of Pennsylvania, who is a biological male that has been allowed to compete against females. Thomas is now dominating swimming events and setting records. In her resignation letter, Millen simply said she, quote, can't support this, and that, quote, everything fair about swimming is being destroyed. Cynthia Millen joins me now. Cynthia, thank you for joining me.
Okay. So you gotta look this up. You have to look up this clip. It's called, so it's Tucker Carlson, but it's not him, it's his replacement, or not replacement, substitute Tucker, because he's on vacation. You know, he's in the Hamptons. But, it's called USA Swimming Official Resigns Amid Transgender Athlete Controversy. Has 8.7K likes. So you gotta look at this lady because she looks like a Kate McKinnon character from SNL. Like, she literally looks like a Kate McKinnon character. I need to screenshot this. How do I get rid of the subtitles so I can, okay, here we go. Sorry, this is gonna be a meme that I make in a little bit. Perfect. That's beautiful. Okay, let's see what Kate McKinnon has to say in her latest granny act. Angry conservative granny. Swimming official. This lady looks like she would fucking like die if she hit water.
On the show, and thank you for your bravery. I guess I'm just curious, what kind of response have you gotten since you resigned from your position?
Sean, thanks very much. I've gotten a lot of kind comments from fellow officials, former officials, and from parents of swimmers and swimmers. The fact is that swimming is a sport in which bodies compete against bodies. Identities do not compete against identities.
So then change. Here's what you do. Well, no, I don't want to encourage that. But bodies against bodies, like, no, they're separated by gender. They're not separated by sex. That's the thing. And these people don't understand gender. You know what? Let's listen and then make fun of her.
And from the very beginning, when you start out as an age grouper, swimmers are divided by sex and by age group, 8 and under, 9, 10, etc., all the way up, because from the very beginning, swimming, USA Swimming recognizes that boys swim differently from girls. And this is just accentuated when boys and girls go through puberty. Boys will always have larger lung capacity, larger hearts, greater circulation, a bigger skeleton, and less fat. Girls go through puberty and they have a double whammy. They not only...
Yeah, but what about like big, like, okay, what about like women, biological women who have all of those things, who have different body types than the one body type that you are talking about here? In your perfect world type argument here, this Ben Shapiro type thing, this imaginary land you're talking about where all women's bodies are exactly the same. That doesn't exist. It's not relevant. You just hate the idea of trans people being in swimming and being able to identify the way they identify. Already, fuck you. You are a stupid old granny. Did you knit that sweater? It looks disgusting.
Only grow breasts and hips, but they have periods, and they often have a totally different center of gravity. They have to learn how to swim over again. So while Leah Thomas is a child of God, he is a biological male who is competing against women, and no matter how much testosterone suppression drugs he takes, he will always be a biological male. And
oh, I didn't even notice the he. She keeps using he intentionally. Let me see, who is it? Leah Thomas. Do they identify as... Wait. Okay, so yeah. The proper pronouns are she and her for Leah Thomas, the swimmer. And she continuously uses he. I mean, I know that's to make her point about biological male, biological female, that type of thing, but again, there are different body types. They're like, not everybody fits under that category. Some biological women have like pretty manly bodies. And some biological men have very feminine bodies. Just because they have different private parts, that doesn't make a difference, dude. And you keep using he intentionally. And you said child of God, which, so you're religious, obviously, as well, and you're on Fox News. So we know where you stand on this issue as a whole. And I see an article here that says this woman, this Kate McKinnon character, claims that Leah Thomas is ruining swimming. I don't think she is. I don't think she. See, I said the right fucking pronouns, you idiot. I don't think she is ruining swimming. I don't. This is such a stupid thing to say. You just hate trans people. And it's obvious, too.
And have this advantage. And it's horrible. The statement for women, then, is you don't matter. What you do is not important. And
that's so stupid. What the fuck are you talking about? The statement is women don't matter. What do you mean? What do you mean? Leah Thomas identifies as a woman. So is Leah Thomas saying that Leah Thomas doesn't matter? No. So you're just transphobic. You're just like a grandma version of Joe Rogan with hair.
Little girls are going to be thrown under the bus by...
And why is your face so red only in like certain places? It looks like you were left out in the snow for way too long.
All of this. He's going to be destroying women's swimming.
So stupid.
Cynthia, so true. And I guess my next question for you is,
Cynthia, so true.
Young women who push back against, biological males competing in their sport, they can be bullied. The social media blowback can be great. But you look...
Yeah, it can be, you know why? Because they're wrong. Because the majority of people with a brain understand that gender identity is a construct that we do not quite understand yet. And the whole idea of separating sports by gender on its own, that whole concept seems a little bit antiquated, don't you think? That would be my argument there. And then they would have to shut the fuck up about all this. Like, I know Joe Rogan has that argument about, oh, what about like the fighter, like in fighting, if like a woman, like a biological woman is fighting a biological man, like that's not fair for them. It's like, well, if they want to fight, then they want to fight. And they worked very hard to get there. So, shut the fuck up. That's what I have to say. Wait, where is it? What button is it?
I love how people are telling me I'm like 9 years old. I'm 11, so shut the fuck up.
Shut your fucking mouth! Shut the
That
fuck
one.
up, you
That
cunt!
one. That one. Shut the fuck up, you cunt. Alright, there's 2 more minutes left in this. I haven't been pausing it too much. I'm not like Hassan, who pauses every fucking 5 seconds anymore. I do that with Ted Cruz, though, just so I can make fun of him. This woman doesn't really have like a voice that you can really make fun of like Ted. You know? Ooh, crisp in the new microphone. It's me, Ted Cruz, talking to you in a new microphone. I have no testicles. I want you to know that.
To moms across America, moms of athletes, or you look to pro athletes or Olympic athletes who competed in these sports as women, to stand up for girls today to compete against other women. Are you seeing that kind of mother support or other kind of athletes in the Olympics that stand up and support this movement to say biological girls should compete against biological girls and biological boys should compete against biological boys?
You sound like an idiot, dude.
Well, it's great, Sean. I'm getting great letters from dads of daughters and also moms of daughters. But we're also seeing some past Olympians stepping up.
Those conservative dads of daughters always seem to be so correct, don't they? Historically, they've always had a great track record.
And saying, no, this is wrong. We must remember that our Olympic swimming for women was built on great swimmers like Jill Turkle, Shirley Babashoff, Janet Evans, Jenny Thompson, all of these women who worked so hard before Title IX when they didn't have the opportunities that men had. And it would be such a shame, it would be such a travesty to throw it all away now. And
she's like framing this in a woman's rights type way. And again, I say, Leah Thomas, or is that her name? The transgender swimmer, Leah Thomas. She's not ruining women's rights. She's joining the ranks. She identifies as a woman. She's a part of women's rights. So it's just really dumb to be this up in arms about sports, out of all things, and people who identify as the gender that they identify as, and like judging them or protesting them, being able to compete and feeling comfortable with who they're competing against. It's fucked up, dude. And there's so much about, I'll talk about that in a little bit.
And this is what will happen. We must face facts. Men are different from women. Men swimmers are different from women, and they will always be faster than women.
Cynthia, as a father,
I think you're kind of like, that's kind of like a weird thing to say. Let me see. Are men faster swimmers than women? On average, the men were found to have a lower stroke rate and to be faster than the women. The latter finding could be a result of the men's longer stroke length and greater than height. Those are Olympic statistics. How fast are women relative to men? And so, well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about the transgender issue, is that the biological man that is taking hormones to become a woman, who gets like the surgery and all that, like they're a woman. They're a woman. Like, what's the problem? And like I said, body type is completely different for different people, not just based on gender. But like, there could be like a big dude, a big like masculine looking dude, and then a little feminine looking dude, like me. I have like women's hips. I have like child rearing women's hips. I'm not kidding. I do. So that shit happens. That shit happens. We're not all just one standard body type for each gender. And that's why I think it could work if sports were mixed. We're a mixed of both of all genders, because we are in a more progressive society. That would be interesting for the competition. I don't think that would ruin women's rights, and if it doesn't work, we can fucking change it. But I think we should try it, at least. Because I don't think that, like, separating things by gender anymore really works. Or is necessary. That's just my opinion. I have an open mind about these types of things. I'm just like, I'm not opposed to, like, if somebody wants to compete in a sport and they are a female in every way, except they were born with a penis, then what is the problem? It's again just people not minding their own business about the private parts of other people that do not affect their lives in any way, other than by making them upset because they're super religious and don't believe in how this person identifies. And that is their problem, not the trans person's problem. That's this lady's problem. This old fucking fart on Fox News complaining. She's the problem.
Of 6 girls. I have 9 kids, 6 are girls. Thank you for standing up for girls to actually have the ability to compete and win when they compete against other girls. And I hope that every mother out there, every father out there, every Olympic swimmer or any women athlete stands up and stands with you to say this is wrong and it's unfair. And thank you for lending your voice to this cause.
What a fucking hero, dude. So hero. This old fucking grandma looking bitch.
And standing up and resigning in protest. You're a great American.
Thank you very much, Sean.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Sean Hannity. So what do I have to say about that? I mean, this just stresses me out. Like, I wish people weren't so invested in other people's private parts. It's weird and creepy. Just let people be who they are. Stop acting like you understand the concept of gender. It's okay to not fully understand it, to not be able to grasp that concept. Because it's still something we're actively learning about. So there's no reason to have a completely closed mind like these Fox News people and a lot of also boomer-like millennials that I know. Because those people don't understand. Because they aren't living through it. They're probably comfortable in their bodies because they feel that their bodies match their gender identities. Okay, cool. You're lucky that you don't have to go through transitioning and get the ridicule and judgment that comes with transitioning. So stop getting into other people's business when it comes to their gender identities. If a man who was born with a vagina wants to play baseball with other men, he should be allowed to do that. This isn't the 19th fucking century anymore. Gender and sex are completely different things. And so many people refuse to even try to understand that. I hope things change. But we still have a lot of resistance to change coming from the conservative and moderate sides. Even from the liberal sides, we have, transphobic people. Trans people get hate a lot. As you can see Chappelle 2021. Anyways, we haven't looked at the Karens of the week in a while. So it's time we do that. Time we do a keeping up with the Karens for old time's sake. I'm sure the holidays probably gave us some fantastic public freakouts. So, here's your holiday public freakouts.
Yeah, the only reason I'm asking is because I'm the president of the homeowners and I had a call, so that's why I'm checking in.
Sir, this is the thing. I'm not bothering anybody.
I know, but it's a private road. We pay for this.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm not
This is a private road. We pay for this. You own the road? Do you own the road? Did you buy the road and like you have a deed to that road? No, you just own your fucking house. What are you talking about? That's a private neighborhood. She's working. It looks like she's working.
bothering anybody. I haven't solicited anybody. I'm sitting in my vehicle doing my job.
I know, but this is a private road. It means you can't be on it. It's posted.
I mentioned soliciting due to having the company logo on my attire and I believe the decal on my SUV. Okay.
I actually can be on it. So, but if you go ahead, do what you need to do.
What the policeman says.
Go ahead, call them. So I'm sitting here working, getting prepared for my appointment that I actually have in about 12 or so minutes. As you can see, I have my Liberty Mutual gear on and everything. However, this gentleman in this vehicle rode past me twice, stopped the second time. He stopped the second time, said, "Hey, this is a private road." I said, "That's fine. I'm here on business." Rolled my window up. He continued back. He just came back a third time. This is the third time he's rolled past me. Just came back a third time saying, and as you guys caught the interaction, because I'm going to record it, because I'm being harassed on this road. Just because I'm sitting here preparing for my inspection that I have this morning for property. I have business here, sir. I'm not disturbing anybody. I'm sitting here, which I have an appointment actually with the house on this street. So this is what happens when you are African American and you're here doing business. Because at the end of the day, once the police officer rolls up, there's not going to be an issue. And if there is an issue, everything's been recorded. But again, profiling at its finest.
They're on a plane.
Stand your ass up. Stand your ass up.
Sit down, Karen.
Karen?
You're a goddamn Karen.
No.
Sit down. Sit down, Karen.
Sit down, pussy.
Pussy, no, you're the pussy.
Oh, no, you're the dick.
Do you want the police to meet you on the ground?
What about him?
Mask up.
Mask up.
Mask up. You got your mask down.
Oh, she doesn't even have her mask on, so why is she yelling like that? Like, you put your mask up, lady. I mean, he should put his mask on too. You're on a plane. What the fuck? Like, I see way too many of these videos of people, grown adults, I'm gonna say, throwing tantrums on planes, on flights. And that is really, like, that is not good. That is not cool. People, like, grown adults do not know how to behave in public anymore. I don't get it.
Sir.
She smacked him.
You're going to jail. As soon as we get Atlanta, you're going to jail. Bitch. Karen. Hey, spit on me. Hey, double going to jail. Bitch.
Piece of shit.
Piece of pussy. Sit down, Karen. Sit down, Karen. Sit down, Karen. Look, she punched me.
Put your mask on. Tell him.
I mean, at this point, the mask, she still has her mask down, too. Like, if she's gonna do this, at least cover your face, lady. And then she punched him in the face, and that, like, this is not going to end well for her. Both of them are belligerent.
To put his mask on. Put your mask on.
Like, she spat on him too. Like, if she has COVID, then she's definitely gave it to him. She's definitely given it to him at this point. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I don't know English, even though it's my first language.
Smash my face. I want.
Put your mask on. Put your mask on.
Put yours on, bitch.
I will put my mask on. I will put my mask on when you put your mask on.
I mean, if you're gonna make the point, then you can't be a hypocrite. Oh my god.
Thank you.
She went crazy on the airplane. Punched this man in the face, spit on him, scratched him, poured hot water on my leg.
Damn, she got arrested. Yeah, you can't cause a disturbance on a flight. I think they were flying. They were in the middle of they were in the air as that was happening. Like most of the videos we've seen in this, they can kick some like the unruly people off the plane. When you're in the air, you're stuck with those people. You can't just open the hatch and then just eject them to their doom. Sometimes it would be nice if you could, but you can't. There's no rule that says you're allowed to do that. So this one says Karen was mad the entire checkout line didn't wait for her to go pay and come back before checking out. Okay.
But she has million items. She couldn't. She couldn't. That's not how it works. And then we'll take it. That's not me. You want to take that? How are you going to resolve this? I mean, you just left? I can't hear you. My love, when you finish, you buy beforehand, that's it. What? When you finish. I'm not going to let her go because that's just not right. All right. Can you call the store manager, please? Here's the store manager.
Oh God, the whole speak to a manager thing. I'm still in disbelief that these memes are actually like so common in real life. Like, I want to speak to a manager. Like, okay, Karen. Like, holy shit, it really happens. But it does. I used to work at a supermarket. I worked at a Macy's. Yeah, I've worked in IT, all serving people in different ways, customer service. And if something doesn't go their way, they think speaking to the manager will not only get them what they want faster, but will also get me in trouble. That's why they do it. They hope that they can get me fired because whatever I'm doing wasn't working for them, wasn't pleasing them. The price of the Gillette razors was too high, and they don't believe me because I look like I'm Mexican or something. Dude, so many racist things were said to me at that job. People assume, literally, everyone thought I was Mexican. And this dude one time, he was getting tacos. He was like, oh yeah, I bet you like spicy food. I was like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Have a nice day. I hate that shit. This is why I'm getting my degree. Because I don't want to work at a grocery store again.
Unbelievable. Are you just letting two people that were behind me in front of me? I have to stay in line all over again?
Yeah, you do, because you left. You left and then came back, and they're not just going to wait for you. Time is money. People have places to go too. If you messed up and had to go get your wallet or something, sorry, you got to wait again. That's how it works. You're not going to get what you want here. And acting like this is only going to make people not want to help you.
No, you told them to put the items and they're putting the items. My items are here. She's not letting me go. All you needed to do is tell her to let me go. You have another person there. I have to go this way. You're not allowed to film. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't know who told you that you can tell people what they can do. But that's not how it works. You're telling me what to do. You have no education. You're ugly trash.
What? Oh God, where is this? This looks like this is a Panera or like some bakery or something. $3. She's freaking out over $3. What's the problem?
What's wrong with you? Don't talk all that shit. Don't try to. You make $10. What's wrong with you? Oh, I'm telling you. You like I got my motherfucking daughter with me. I'm gonna break this shit. I'm telling
you. You're lucky that I have my daughter with me. Oh God, like how would she behave then if her little, like, it looks like 5-year-old daughter wasn't there? She's literally kicking shit over, like pushing shit off the counter. Like this is not good. This is not a good thing at all for her. For her daughter, this is not a good thing. You know? That's traumatic. She's going to need therapy just for this one experience too. And I'm sure this happens all the time. And I say this a lot. There are some people that just shouldn't be parents that are parents, and it's fucked up because those kids end up like me, and you don't want that. Yeah, they end up starting a podcast, and it's not good.
What's wrong with you? Oh! Don't be acting a fool in front of my mother. Daughter, you dumbass! I'll see you when you get off work! $3 in Toledo City! $3!
Holy shit.
Don't you on call for my ass? $3! Then don't get your ass whooped! Don't get your ass whooped! I left my daughter in the car! I'm not bringing my daughter!
The kid is like, Mommy, Mom, like the kid knows this is wrong. And that's the most fucked up thing. Yeah, she literally is like 5 years old. At most, like 5 years old.
Exactly! Don't tell me I can't! That's what I'm not gonna do! Give your baby I'm not gonna do what's exactly! You had that baby! Over 3 months, that was 12 6! Straight out! And your white ass going down. I know exactly where you can. I know exactly where you can. I think that I'll do that. I'm not my friend. You almost in my town. You what? $3 of your breath.
$3. I need to find this and send this to someone. $3 freak out. Can I find it? $3 freak out restaurant. Yeah, one of my friends' nickname is $3. So I just sent that over to him. The $3 freak out. POV, you go to Castle Island with your family in 2016 and there's no parking. Damn, is this a throwback?
The arrow says go this way. Hurry up, you're in that way. Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness.
I know, that's what my wife tells me. I didn't believe it till just now.
Oh, do I need to call the police?
All you have to do is back a little bit.
Okay, watch. Let me see. Enough?
But they can't get out anyway.
They can't get out.
Lady, you gotta move to the side so people can get around you. She's insane.
Oh my god.
She kicked your car.
I know, I'm not
Why are people so crazy?
moving because you kicked my car.
Wow. She kicked it or you punched it? She literally just kicked. She like punted his car. Yo, what is she trying to do? What is she doing? Where's she going?
What's good? I'm not moving because you kicked my vehicle. That was stupid.
Too fat. Too fat.
I'd rather.
Oh, I could drop her. If I was there, I would drop her. 2016, I had nothing to lose at that point in my life.
I can lose weight.
And improve my appearance.
Yeah, you are.
Oh gosh, if you
It
think
smells like low tide.
Oh my God, Jeffrey. Lady, move over.
Now, the best part, the Karen of the week.
What's that?
I have face mask available.
Oh, I've never worn a mask.
We can't let you in the store without one.
I've never worn a mask. Damn, so you don't go anywhere, do you? You can't go places. I've never worn a mask even when I go skiing and I'm at the top of the mountain and it's extremely cold. I won't wear a ski mask. On Halloween, I was Spider-Man and I didn't wear a mask. I refused. I was like, no. My whole life, I've never worn a mask. In my entire life. I went to my daddy's heart surgery. They told me to put on a mask so that I don't infect anything in that sterile environment. And I told them no. And I got kicked out of that hospital and my daddy died in that operating table. And I didn't get to say goodbye because I wouldn't wear a mask. And I live by that. I live by that forever. Because this is America. And we can do reckless things all the time. Because that's what the American way is. Fucking do whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I have a medical and religious exemption. Yeah.
I have a medical and religious exemption. I have a medical and religious and personal and like you could just make shit up all the time. Like what is your medical exemption that you can't get a mask? I understand some are kind of like cramped and uncomfortable, but if you find the right one, then it's not a big deal. Like it's not that uncomfortable where you have to say that you have a medical condition that doesn't allow you to wear a mask. Like that is not even a real thing. That is not even a real thing. Like what medical condition prevents you from being able to wear a face mask? And they're like light too. They're like if you just get a regular, not even an N95, not even like one of those crazy 3M ones that are like they're the ones that are made out of like raincoat material. I'm talking like surgical mask. You can still breathe. You barely feel it there. It's not that big of a deal. Why are you doing this? Like you want see ice cream in the background. You want ice cream? You like ice cream? Then fucking put on a mask, dude. You're in public. There's a pandemic. Just because you have a religious exemption. What religion says you can't wear a mask when there's a pandemic?
You don't break civil laws, do you?
This is a reservation. An Indian reservation.
What does that mean?
It means that whatever laws applies out there does not apply in here.
There is no law for a mask. There is no mandate for.
Oh, that's an Indian reservation, so they make the rules and they have a mask mandate. Which the rest of the United States can't even fucking do. Oh my god, dude, the Native Americans have their shit together again over us. Of course.
For a mask,
yeah.
Your policy does not supersede the law. It's against my religion, and I have a health condition and can't wear a mask.
The only way that we can
You're
help
breaking
you,
the
sir,
law by if you're trying to refuse service. You're breaking.
You're not breaking the law because the laws do not apply on an Indian reservation. It's completely different. If you refuse to understand that, that is because you don't have a brain. You can't think critically. You can't think past walk, run, breathe, chew. So it's why you don't understand rules and how jurisdiction works. and how if you are on an Indian reservation, then no longer does "It's America, I can do whatever I want" apply to you. It doesn't. Get the fuck out.
Using your service, you're more than welcome to go to a drive-thru. They can assist you in the drive-thru.
You guys are disgusting. Disgusting behavior.
Have yourself a wonderful day, sir. We need to ask you to vacate, please.
Wow, these people are so sick. So sick.
They're not going to serve you, sir.
Just need this right here. So hopefully you guys don't break the law.
The cashiers can't.
They're not breaking the law. What does he not understand? Like, he's like refusing to pay attention to the words that are coming out of her mouth. And that is a problem that goes deep in this country. The last few years have just been brain rot for a lot of people. And it's not good. It is not good.
Why?
It's only going to take you 2 seconds.
You know what country is this?
What country is this, dude? What do you not understand about you're on her reservation? What country is this? He's colonizing. He's colonizing. He's coming into somewhere he doesn't belong, and he's fucking trying to make his own rules and say this is America. It's like, no, dude, you fucking you took all of the land. Why do you have to come here and cause a problem?
This is Indian country.
This is America.
This is Indian country. This is America. Fuck you, you stupid fucking idiot. Oh my god.
You don't have to wear a mask in America.
Read this.
Hey guys, do you guys approve of this?
Yeah.
Do you approve of this? You approve of discrimination?
It's not discrimination.
Oh, 100%. 100% discrimination.
Read this.
100% discrimination.
Yeah, she's right. If anything, you're discriminating against them. He can't read. I think he can't read, and he has like attention deficit. I don't know what it is. Like, he literally cannot. He's not listening to the words coming out of people's mouths.
Policy's not above the law, dude.
Go ahead and try this.
Your policy's not above the law, bro.
No, it is. Especially since it's on reservation.
Okay, you guys are just killing yourself by wearing masks all day. Disgusting.
You lost, dude. You lost. You look like a fucking loser. Like, you're literally just a loser. You just, this right here, this type of behavior that the straight white male is able to do and get away with, and it's part of the problem. It's part of the problem, man.
Unbelievable behavior. Do you like being a little Nazi? You like it?
Do you?
Does it give
You like being a little Nazi? He says to the Native American.
you power to try to enforce masks?
Do you?
I do this all the time, dude. I hunt mask Nazis, dude.
I have people who don't want to.
I hunt mask Nazis. What? Oh, wow, dude, you're such a hero. This dude needs to be fucking, like, just... I can't say. But, like, just blasted to bits. Just blasted to pieces. And I said, like, I hope Kanye doesn't cut Kim to pieces. Kanye can cut this dude to pieces. That would be nice. We would all be safer. Because he's legitimately endangering people on an Indian reservation because he doesn't like the rules that they set when it's all about keeping people safe and preventing people from dying from COVID. It's ridiculous.
You don't even have it. Put it over your nose then if you're gonna wear a mask. Yeah, do that, slave.
Now put
Be
it
a
down.
good slave.
Put it down.
Be a good slave.
Now put it down.
Calling the Native American a slave, dude. You're good.
Now go.
Oh, I need 20 and pump too.
Well, you ain't gonna get service here. If you don't want to wear the mask, then don't. Go on.
Look at this guy, Nazi. This is a Nazi. This is a modern day fascist right here. You're disgusting, dude. This is how you.
I feel so bad for people that are not getting paid enough to do this. Not getting paid enough to deal with people like this. They're just trying to do their job.
Treat your customers?
Yeah. No, just go ahead. Go on.
Pathetic, dude.
Go on.
There you go.
Did he grab him? Dude, I would kill this kid. Fucking just, you cannot do that. You cannot do that and get away with it. Dude, I'm so mad. After this, I have to do some VR boxing. I wish you could, like, customize the dude that you can beat up so I can make it look like this guy. They should add that. Thrill of the Fight. If any developers for Thrill of the Fight are listening to this show by chance, please add a customize feature so I can, like, beat up people that look like high school bullies of mine and anti-maskers that I've seen on the internet. That would be really cool. That would make me play it a lot more than I do. So, yeah. Anyways, we got to move on to a relationship advice to close things out because, you know, people probably have a lot of issues going into the new year like we are doing soon. All right. So let's see. All right. I guess this is like a pretty metaverse type fucking relationship advice issue. My 32 male, wife 33 female, has a virtual boyfriend. Hello everyone, looking for advice. I've been married for about 3 years, but we know each other from college. In the last couple of months, my wife has been acting a little strange for a business trip. It's been canceled and rearranged a couple of times, capturing my curiosity. So a couple of weeks back, she left her cell phone charging at home while going for shopping, and I took a look at it, and I found her DMs with another guy. They have been talking for years, almost 10. I can tell they've been friends also since college and been flirting since. They share nudes regularly and apparently have some video calls. I would call virtual sex, but they have never been together physically. The guy lives in another country, but was traveling here to meet his family, so they were talking about meeting each other at a hotel to fuck. The travel fell apart, and for I can tell him in the chat, my wife had some mixed feelings about it. Maybe that's why the plans fell apart. Sorry, English isn't their first language. But I don't know what to think. I love my wife and always consider her fantasies our own, and if it's only her chatting online with some guy and maybe sharing nudes to feel sexy, I don't have a problem, but the lying and possibility of meeting really scared me. I haven't talked to her about this, but she's suspecting that I have seen her cell phone. Can you give me some advice? Thank you. This is like, you are getting disrespected so much right now. Like, you are getting just stomped on repeatedly if you stay in this marriage. Like, she's just cucking you repeatedly, like every possible way. She's literally like been with this dude like more than she's been with you, essentially. Like, she just married you and like is fucking around with this dude this whole time. 10 years, dude? No, that's not cool. None of that is okay. You should not be okay with any of that. Have more self-respect. You need to get out of that situation. It is time to get out. Okay? If you happen to hear this podcast, this is the time to get out. Get the fuck out of that relationship. Because you're just gonna like hate yourself more and more. You're gonna feel like you're not enough. Like, oh, she needs like more. She needs like someone else who's like better or something. And you're never gonna feel like you're enough. And that is not a good feeling. You don't want to be in that. So just get out. Do the best thing for yourself. Okay. Well, anyways, it's been a good episode, guys. This has been cool. I like this new microphone a lot. I hope this comes out good in post. We'll see. But thank you again. Thank you for being patient with me. It's been another episode of the Short News Podcast. My name is Alex Mador. You can find me at Alex_MADORE on Twitter, Alex Mador on Instagram. I will be there all the time, I guess. I love you guys very much. Thank you for listening, and peace.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location. Yes, you want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location. And it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pre-game parties featuring acoustic sets for Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocation.exp.com/SP56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.